Hello dear friends, I hope you all are doing okay. So we are ready to another week of trading, and today I'm going to discuss about EURUSD again, mainly about EURUSD and USD dollar, because we are living here a unique situation, and also right now we have another player that is the US Treasury Bonds. And so let's see what we have for this week. But before we start, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Okay, so let's go. So friends, looks like there is no end for the Euro USD uptrend, but for me it's look like it's about for us to have at least a pullback. And why this? Why I don't believe that the markets can still go up? But the reason is simple, because as you can see in the chart, even with Euro USD, even with the big players increasing their the positions to the long sides, until now the price was not able to take the previous high. Okay, so a lot of money, a lot of effort was employed to make this breakout, but until now they were not able to do this. So this takes us to this COT chart, and the problem is the following: how we're going to see a breakout. Most of the time breakouts are followed by a stop loss, stop run, or more money entering into the markets. But how we are going to have a breakout if we don't have a lot of short sellers? See the difference. We have 8% of the market long, and as we discussed it a lot of time, these guys here, the non-commercials, they will not cause a stop run. Okay, they will not cause a stop run because they are not doing really trades. So these guys, they are exchanging money for goods, and so this group, they are not the speculative group, so they are not really worried about the price going up or going down. So the problem is these guys, the non-commercials, and as you can see, they are well above all the records, and every week they are setting another records. So I can see how and from where the money will come to sustain this trend up. But one thing that we must notice is the following that I prepared for you. Please also check the Forex weekly report. There is the link. What I did, I calculated the synthetic DXI, the USD dollar index, using the USD, GBPUSD, and I replaced the SEC for AUDUSD and the NZD because we don't have COT data for SEC. And one interesting thing to see is the only currency that is really waiting on the USD dollar right now is the euro. Sorry, the dollar index is the euro. So all the other things are doing some kind of void trading. And why this is interesting to note, I'm going to tell you. Because I think that this behavior, that pushing price to the limits and adding more and more money, the reason for this is because they are moving money from other trading fronts like AUD, NZD, and they are moving this to euro. So one may think that this is a very positive scenario, but this is not true, because check this. So these guys right here, the commercials, do you remember who the commercials are? The commercials are the guys that really trades, for example, they are doing heads for physical stuff, so they have something to pay or to receive. So right now, what these guys are doing, they are massively shorting euro. So this is not money flowing to Europe, this is money flowing out Europe. And this brings us to this chart and to this chart right here. So I think we are about to see a big drop, as I thought the past week. And we are exactly at the same levels, from the past week, even after this huge amount of money was spent. Can you see here? We have 14,000 contracts added to the long side and no movement. No movement. The EURUSD practically stayed at the same zone. Just if a miracle or something that I don't know happened, we see this price moving, for example, to this zone right here, for example. Okay? Yes, of course, I'm talking about the next 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, my friends? And another thing that is interesting to note, check this. Remember that I talked that we have another player? Check this. I got this interesting signal for US Treasury Bonds. It's a buy signal based on open interest. And why this is important? Well, because US Treasury Bonds have a very interesting correlation with the dollar. So let's check what happened with US Treasury Bonds. The last time we have this signal that we are having right now, that was exactly here at this level. So it was 8th of October of 2018. So I already marked this. This was the level. And after this, after we got the signal, the market started to trend down, and we saw another 1,000 pips after that signal. So yes, I think it's a matter of time. I'm not buying euro for here now for no reason in the world, and I think you also should not do this. Should we go short to EURUSD right now, my friend? This is some kind of new situation. This is completely uncharted territory for the EURUSD, and as I told you, looks like that they are moving money from one front to another to do the trading. So it's possible to see an increase. I think it's possible, but it's unlikely. But what I would do, I would expect to see a big candle, a big bearish candle forming to the downside, something like this. So we can know that that for sure that the bias has changed. Okay, so for EURUSD is basically this, and despite the fact that I'm saying is basically this means a lot, because that all the trading looks like to be concentrated on the EURUSD right now, and how they are managing the Corona crisis, and it's not my role to judge, but looks like that the United States is putting more money. Some may argue that money do not solve the issue, but money helps to solve this. And looks like the US is doing better than Europe. And honestly, if we look to the fundamental side of the things, I don't see this being sustained for long. Yes, I remain bearish on EURUSD and also bullish USD dollar, but I'm not buying it right now. I'm going to expect the move to start, or at least we see the stop on the increase to the long sides. Okay, my friends? Okay, so let's take a look on GBPUSD. This is an interesting one, because I think for the next weeks, nothing is going to happen to GBPUSD, look only on COT data. And why I'm telling you this? This week we are seeing the resumption of the talks about the Brexit. So check this. Can you see that we are seeing lack of open interest, and also the net position is virtually zero? So yes, what this makes me think that nobody is want to be positioned on the GBPUSD when the Brexit decisions happen, because remember what happened last time, and that led a lot of hedge funds and retail traders to bankrupt. So I think for the next weeks we are going to see a completely sideways for the the GBPUSD, and one thing that that I want you to note with the GBPUSD and with the EURUSD pattern is that they are doing a very similar behavior. Can you see this? Okay, if we have the ability to invert this chart, we're going to see that this is the USD dollar K carving a bottom. So remember the plan for the last week? This, I still believe in this. Okay, yes, everything can happen now this week and the next because of the Brexit, but this is what I think it should happen, if not catastrophic happen or no surprise happen with the Brexit. Okay, and this is have more relation with the dollar than with the pound itself, or as we are discussing right now, the euro, about the euro itself. This is all the related to dollar. Okay, so this week I remain to have my previous view on the GBPUSD, but I'm holding no position for this week until all this conversation is over. But yes, I think pullback is looming GBPUSD, and this can happen. Okay, and can happen fast during the month of August. Okay, my friends. So let's see the next one. So USDCAD, we have a plan for USDCAD, and the plan is exactly a movement like this. So I'm expecting the price to go up in a very strong and bullish trend. But right now, I think that is not going to happen just right now. Even if we have all the factors that we need, we can see that shorts are cutting, longs are edging, we have increase on open interest, we have this interesting bullish pattern when when commercials add to the positions, and we have increase on open interest. But we have one thing that was I think this is what is breaking the price to go up. Can you see how the fundamental score for Canada and United States are moving together? And as you know, economies are cyclical, and right now USD or United States stopping, so we can see for sure a movement like this for the US economy. So this will not make this is not be good for the USD CAD, because if the CAD is getting stronger, we can see the price moving to the downside. And if we take a look on what the volatility tables have for us for this month of August, we are expecting a slightly upside to the USD CAD and a low of 1.3163. That is exactly this place right here. So we are almost there. Let's move to a smaller time frame. So we are almost there. This is the expected low based on past historical volatility, and we have expected high of 1.3522, 1.3522. That is right here. So what we can, what the plan that we can draw is something similar to this. Okay, so this is the movement I'm expecting, and if you see, I also have orders waiting to take the advantage of this movement. Okay, and I think this will have more relation with the dollar than with the Canadian dollar. Okay, my friends, so let's move to the other one. Okay, so let's take a look on USDCHF. Some of the members said that I was pushing to make the net positions go. I was counting the non-reportables to make the net positions go to the limit of the selling power. So I make my point valid, but look like I don't need to do that anymore. We are almost there, friends. And check how interesting this movement is, because we just saw a 23% change in the net positions from okay, so from here to here we have an increase of 23%, and the price barely moved 0.4%. So this makes me think that these big boys right here, the commercials, they are absorbing all these shorts, and not just absorbing, but absorbing at a very interesting level. And this level was already tested once here, and now this is 2015, and now we are testing it again in 2020, and we also see this on 2013. So if the bottom is not already in, we are going to need to see some kind of miracle or some kind of catastrophe to see prices doing a movement like this. I really don't believe data do not support this, but let's say that what if something really bad happened? What can we expect? We expect for USDCHF. So let's take a look again on the volatility tables. Just for you to understand, this table is telling us the following: that for the month of August, since 2000, in average, the price, the historical range for USDCHF is 561 pips from low to high. So what the system does for us is to project expected low and expected high, and what we have is for expected low 88.65. So the expected low is 88.65, and this expected high is 94.26, and we also have the expected close, that is 91.27, 91.27. And how this expected close is calculated? Simple. The same way I calculate the historical range, I calculate the historical change, that is from open to close of the month, how in average USDCHF oscillate in August is minus 0.2%. So taking the open of the month, we can expect the price to close at 0.9127. Okay, so these are the levels for the downside that we should expect in case of some kind of extreme, and if everything goes right, we can expect the price to go to this high. Okay, my dear friends. So let's take a look on the other one. Friends, USDJPY is also a currency that is doing very erratic and strange behavior, and I'm going to tell you why. Remember how we discussed last week about the buyers winning this, and how we are seeing behavior of a bullish behavior right here, and see that last week was supposed to be the bottom, because we already seen the commercials are starting to sell in this happening when we have a bottom in. But what USDJPY is doing is exactly the opposite. So we had this high, and right now price is dropping. This is not easy to analyze how things are developing, so my view right here is to remain sidelines this week for the USDJPY. Yes, but can you see here? right now USDJPY is inside this previous demand zone. Okay, so yes, I can see price doing something like this. Okay, no doubts. I even already draw the levels based on historical volatility for you all, and all this draw, they are in the FX weekly report. That the link is in the description. Friends, sorry for the very short weekly report, but there's not a lot of info to add because markets is still ranging, and it's hard to take a position or even a bias when we have some kind of movements. The better approach to the markets is never to predict, but always to react. Looks like some effective phrase, but this is the truth. So that was why I told you to expect to see a big candle, a bearish candle in USD to start to sell and stuff like this. Okay, my dear friends. So I want to thank you all again. I want to thank you to the new subscribers. If you are not subscribed yet to the channel, please do it. If you want to use the tools that I'm using here, if you want to take part of the community that I have, the Slack chat room, the tools that I've been developing, I'm also leaving the link here. You are welcome to join us, and thank you again for watching the video and the support, and I hope you have a great week of trade. And if you want to talk, want to send a message, my Twitter is also in the description. Please just send me a direct message, or I reply to them all, no matter the question. And that's it. Thank you very much, and I see you next week. Bye bye, my friends.